So moving right along to the Buffalo Bills, because they are nothing but a collage of just people who graduated and drafted to the NFL. Outside of that offensive line, Josh Allen and James Cook, I don't know what the hell was going on in Buffalo. I'm going to be honest. Keon Coleman's a bust. Don Kincaid, he's not healthy. Knox, back 9. Khalil Shakir, too small. Joshua Palmer, I don't know, man. Brandon Cooks showed flashes last week, but I don't know, man. They just a collage of college graduates, if you ask me, man, or washed up veterans, man.
I guess I made the best out my loud mouth. I always get respect when I pop out, mob out. Ain't nobody stomp around in my house. Tuck them in the timeout, fuck around and find out.
My angels coming deep and they cover me. I'm about to run a sweep, I ain't coming peace. I just hit another peak, I'm at 1 a week. And I've been out here sucker free, I don't wanna speak. She wondering what's up with me, what's become of me. I told her I was smoking leaves off a money tree. Comfortably, I was about to lean off in luxury.
Welcome. Y'all all welcome. Welcome to P3. It's the Power Parlay Podcast.
Yeah, and I'm your favorite urban sports podcaster. They call me the Fresher. P3 has won a coin toss. We have selected to receive. But let's kick this show off on the right foot. All right, chat. What it do, man? What the business is? We here to wrap up the 2025-26 regular season. Just like how Uncle Murder got his wrap up, we got our wrap up. So let's wrap this year on up, man. Regular season. Now, we're going to talk about the teams that was disappointing, the teams that's overachieved, so on and so forth, players, so on and so forth. So before we continue on, we had a playoff game last night. The Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, before I start getting into I'm about to lose my mind. John Harbaugh, Lamar Jackson, my cousin Twan, I don't want to hear the word play or offs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Now, they called today Black Monday, but we're not going to use that term because why does it have to be black? We're just going to call it Monday Madness. It's when all the coaches get their head chopped off, and I believe John Harbaugh head should be decapitated. His head should be decapitated, man. Like, I believe before the season started, the Baltimore Ravens had the best roster top to bottom. So to not make the
playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Is ridiculous, man. And that's a fireable offense. Like, we not even going, listen, we're not going to let you off the hook on the leg of a rookie kicker. We're not doing that either, man. So don't even use, when you sit in that office today with the owners, don't even try to use that. Because y'all shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. I don't care that Lamar Jackson missed a few games. I don't care. Like, the Baltimore Ravens have so many holes in that roster. And I'm not even, because I like Patrick Queen still. I don't know what's going on with Marlon Humphrey, but I don't know what happened. What happened to Kyle Van Noy? Is he still on that team? But they got zero pass rush, man. They are a huge disappointment, and it's time for a new voice in that locker room. But congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not going to last long because next week, the Houston Texans is going to knock your block off. You know, here at P3, we keep it all the way a stack. We don't sugarcoat nothing. Aaron Rodgers, you're not going to be able to sit back there in the pocket and pat the ball like you burping a baby against Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. It's not going to happen, bruh. So congratulations to Mike Tomlin and everything for winning the division. But Mike Tomlin, your head going to be on the chopping block next week. Yeah, Lair, you heard me. Lair, if you watching this, I know you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but you heard me, man. This is not going to last long. the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is lethargic, man, even with DK Metcalf. And that Houston defense, that reminds me of like the 2000 Ravens, man. So let's start, chat. What are some highlights of 2025-26 season? What are some teams that we're going to go through the whole thing? We'll start from the AFC East all the way to the NFC West. The AFC East, congratulations to the New England Patriots for winning that division. Now, before the season started, I knew Mike Vrabel was going to write that shit. Under his tutelage, I believe Mike Vrabel is one of the greatest coaches in this league presently. I like Vrabel when he was in Tennessee. Look what he did with Ryan Tannehill, man. So I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't think they were going to be this good. Granted, let's be real, though. They had one of the weakest schedules in the league. And I honestly believe that the Chargers are live dogs next week against the Patriots because I believe in that Chargers defense, but I don't think the Patriots is all that great. They still rebuilding. They overachieved this year. And I had them making the playoffs. I didn't think they was going to win the AFC East. They took it from the Bills, and rightfully so. So moving right along to the Buffalo Bills, because they are nothing but a collage of just people who graduated and drafted to the NFL. Outside of that offensive line, Josh Allen and James Cook, I don't know what the hell was going on in Buffalo. I'm going to be honest. Keon Coleman's a bust. Don Kincaid, he's not healthy. Knox, back 9. Khalil Shakir, too small. Joshua Palmer, I don't know, man. Brandon Cooks showed flashes last week, but I don't know, man. They just a collage of college graduates, if you ask me, man, or washed-up veterans, man. So they got their hands full next week against Jacksonville, but I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence, and I'm going to get to them. The Miami Dolphins. Now, I believe they're going to fire Mike McDaniels. I don't think they should. I like Mike McDaniels as a coach. I believe the NFL is going to offensive-minded coaches. Young offensive minds, and that's what Mike McDaniel is. But he don't have a quarterback, man. Let's just be real. It was already questions with Tua coming out of college with his size. And he had some great seasons, but once he started suffering of concussions, it was over, man. His brain is rattled. He doesn't play free. He is scared, man. Now, Tyreek Hill went out for the season, so on and so forth, but they wasn't getting it done before he went out, man. I like Devon Achane. I like Jalen Waddle. Bradley Chubb ain't what he used to be. They got to figure it out, man. But Tua ain't the answer. Maybe y'all want to go get Kyler Murray. But I don't know if y'all want to go from one small quarterback to the other. But I believe Kyler Murray is eons better than Tua Tagovailoa. I'm just being honest. Okay, so who we going on? Oh, the Jets. I don't want to say nothing about them. But I do believe Aaron Glenn should get another shot, man. He should not be one and done like Pete Carroll. Now, we all know a lot of coaches got fired last night, this morning. Raheem Morris for the Atlanta Falcons. Pete Carroll for the Las Vegas Raiders. Jonathan Gannon for the Cardinals. Kevin Stefanski for the Browns. I think Aaron Glenn deserves another shot. Let him draft a quarterback, man. Justin, he had to do something because Aaron Rodgers was out of there. So he took Justin Fields out of an incinerator. So give him another shot, man. Don't fire Aaron Glenn. Moving right along to the South. I'm going to start with Jacksonville, man. I can't take nothing away from Jacksonville. They are hot entering the playoffs. I believe they won 7 straight, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It's something on that line, though. Trevor Lawrence is looking great. But to me, Trevor Lawrence, listen, this is the problem with these analysts and pundits on TV, man. They are prisoners of the moment. It's like we're going to forget that Trevor Lawrence was a bum for 3 straight seasons. And now all of a sudden he's the next coming of Christ. No, man. Like, and take it from me, the fresher, man. Listen, I watch sports shows from sun up to sundown. Even after the games, I watch Nightcap. When I wake up, I watch Unsportsmanlike. Then I watch Get Up, and then I go to First Take, and then I go to Colin Cowherd. All the way to First Things First. And that's why I got into, you know what? I want to create something like that, but I want the urban side where we just keep it all the way a stack. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We don't got no producers telling us what to say and what not to say. We keep it all the way a stack here, man. And this is what inspired me to do this. Because I am a sports, it's football, to be honest. So, Travis Etienne is coming back to being the Travis Etienne years ago when they let go of Leonard Fournette. They got a few good receivers over there. Take nothing away from him. What is his name? Washington, something Washington. He nice. But I think it's fool's gold. And we're going to see it against the Buffalo Bills. Because I don't know, Buffalo, like I said, the Buffalo Bills, they like a collage, man. So they both fool's gold right now. Now, I did have the Bills going to the Super Bowl. That was my preseason AFC pick. But before the season started, I switched over to Houston. And Houston, I swear, I love you. Thank you so much, man. Because at first, y'all had me worried. When y'all went 1-5, I said, yo, Houston, what the hell is going on, man? But y'all righted the ship. Y'all won with Davis Mills, and then C.J. Stroud come back, and C.J. Stroud is looking like C.J. Stroud from his rookie season. And the only reason why I picked the Houston Texans to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl because of that defense. And that defense has not let me down yet. They look like the 2000 Ravens, man. Bottom line. So I believe the Houston Texans, their only problem entering the season was their offensive line. It didn't get any better, but it didn't get any worse. It's like they stayed put. But it seemed like that defense has gotten better, man. Another year together, chemistry, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Shahir, Petrie, Stingley, Kamari Lassiter, like, man, they are going to be a hard out, man. That's still my pick to represent the AFC. Moving right along to the Colts. Listen, nobody's seen the Colts coming, man. They started the season 7-1 under Daniel Jones. We try to figure out where did this Daniel Jones come from? But Daniel Jones looked like a competent quarterback in this league. He go down, I think he broke his leg first he broke his fibula. Then he was playing on a broken fibula. Then he tore his Achilles, man, compensating for the broken leg. And then they just hit a wall. They went and got Grandpa Rivers from off the couch, and Phillip Rivers looked like he didn't lose a step, honestly, as long as they could keep him upright. But they hit a wall, and it just been downhill for the Colts, man. They made that trade for Sauce Gardner, and it just went bad, man. Who else, man? The Tennessee Titans, do we need to speak about them, man? I don't know what's going on with them. They are terrible. Jacksonville was up like 31-3 at halftime, man. They was getting their ass handed to them. I don't know if Cam Ward is a franchise quarterback in this league, but we said the same thing about Caleb Williams. So maybe it's time. They need to find somebody that can right that ship, right? So we're going to move on to the North. We already spoke on the debacle of the Baltimore Ravens and John Harbaugh. You should be out of here, man. Like I said, we don't want to hear the word play or off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Now, we hear the talks about Lamar Jackson trades. He want to play in Miami, go to Minnesota, so on and so forth. Baltimore is not getting rid of Lamar, man. Let's just move right along. Hopefully, by the time I'm done shooting this episode, I turn on the TV and I hear John Harbaugh is out of here. They need a pass rusher, man. Maybe you go get Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson. I believe the Cleveland Browns going to be blowing it up. Go get Myles Garrett, which I need somebody. Even though the Cleveland Browns, if they do trade Myles Garrett, they're not going to trade him within the division, so that's out. Trey Henderson within the division, so your best bet is Max Crosby. All right, so that's Jacksonville, that's Houston, that's the Colts. And who we just spoke of? Yeah, no, we spoke of Ravens. Oh, Pittsburgh. Now, we on a whole nother, I'm bugging. Let's Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what to say about A-Rod. He looked better than he did with the Jets. He looked competent. He's still an above-average quarterback. He made some throws last night. He made some throws this season, but he can't run. That offense is lethargic. They overachieved. Congratulations to Mike Tomlin on winning the division. But like I said, when y'all get y'all ass handed to y'all by the Houston Texans next week, Mike Tomlin, they'll be calling for your job again. DK Metcalf punching fans and all. It's just a debacle, man. Jalen Ramsey is done. You should have kept Mika Fitzpatrick. I don't know what y'all was thinking about. But y'all overachieved. Y'all not going to go far deep in the playoffs. We know that. I don't care who y'all faced in the first round. But that's the face the Houston Texans was a terrible matchup. Let's see. Do we want to go to Cleveland or Cincinnati? Cincinnati. I'm gonna say Cleveland for last. Cincinnati, I don't know what the hell y'all thinking about. Y'all they made the decision to keep Zach Taylor another year after they missed the playoff for 3 straight seasons, man. Like, that is the definition of insanity. Now, do you see what's going on around the league? Coaches their leashes are short, and Ben Johnson are making them shorter. Because what Ben Johnson did for the Chicago Bears, turning that franchise around in one season, but y'all want to stick with Zach Taylor, bro? Like, come on, man. All Zach Taylor tenure is all based on Joe Burrow, man. I'm going to be honest. That's all he can do is Joe go win the game. And y'all missed the playoffs 3 straight seasons with that philosophy, bro. So, again, the Cincinnati Bengals underachieved. But did they underachieve, or this is what we expected? This is what we got for 3 straight seasons. So maybe they didn't underachieve. This is all Zach Taylor can get out of that roster. Now the Cleveland Browns, we didn't expect much because that's just been the Browns franchise for decades. Nothing much. Now, they fired Kevin Stefanski. Hopefully they can get a new regime in there that can work with Shador. I've seen some bright spots in Shador, and I've seen a lot of development that Shador needs. But I honestly think they should tear it down. Trade Myles Garrett, get some picks. Trade Denzel Ward, get some picks. Keep your young pieces in your Quashawn Junkins. Keep Shador. Keep that. I forgot the tight end name that Shador loved. Fana. Keep him. You could keep Jerry Jeudy as a number 2. Get you a number 1. Build that offensive line. But y'all need as much draft capital as possible, man. Bottom line, I believe in with the new regime, they're gonna let go some of them high-paid people or them long-tenured players. But the Browns, they did exactly what we expected. Moving right along to the AFC West. We all know the Kansas City Chiefs imploded. Now, I knew the Kansas City Chiefs was going to take a step back this year, but I didn't think they was going to do this. Honestly, because as long as you got Patrick Mahomes, you should be in playoff contention. And even before Patrick Mahomes tore his knee, they was fighting for their dear life for the playoffs. Travis Kelce is old. Chris Jones old. I don't know what happened to Trent McDuffie. He was getting cooked all year. Y'all need a solid running game. I love Kareem Hunt, but y'all need to go get somebody, man. Either a David Montgomery or the Mukungai kid. I can't pronounce his name in Chicago that back up DeAndre Swift. I need a solid running back. Now, I like the Pacheco, but ever since Pacheco hurt his knee and came back, he hasn't been the same. He running hard right into the back of his own lineman. And y'all need to figure out if Big Red want to still coach. Because if not, y'all need to go for a young offensive-minded coach. Now, I didn't see this coming from the Denver Broncos, even though I am a Sean Payton fan. Y'all all know, yes, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. I'm a homer, but I'm also a Saints fan. I became a Saints fan in 2006 once Hurricane Katrina. I was been rooting for them ever since. Sean Payton is one of the greatest offensive minds in this league. He has proven that. The Broncos got the number one seed when they salary cap is a debacle. They still paying Russell Wilson. But Sean Payton was able to figure it out only in his third season, man. So, like, when coaches do that, there's no excuses for nobody else. Sean McDermott, let me backtrack a little bit, man. Let me tap into my home team real quick. I love Sean McDermott. I believe Sean McDermott has a winning culture in Buffalo. But Sean McDermott, if you lose this game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, your head might be on the chopping block too, man. I think I will have to go get an offensive-minded coach. I might have to go get Brian Dable. Let me bring Brian Dable back, man, as the head coach, not just the OC. So, nobody's seen this from Denver. Denver defense is stellar as well. Now, Riley Moss, the cornerback, he's questionable. And boy, if the Denver Broncos run into a team that got two solid number one receivers, they in trouble. Period. Because Riley Moss, he too handsy. But that front four of the Broncos and Nick Bonito, man, listen, man. They gonna wreak some havoc. I believe the Houston Texans defense is better than the Denver Broncos, but they right there, boy. Ooh-wee. I just don't think they secondary can keep up with the Houston Texans secondary. But other than that, that Broncos defense is stellar. Now, I believe the Broncos is going to be one and done only based on Bo Nix. And their offense is too lethargic at times, man. You can't go 3 quarters with 3 points and then all of a sudden you think you're going to turn it on in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. That's not going to happen. And Sean Payton knows that. So he got a few things he got to fix, and it's bye week. The Chargers are the Chargers. What more can we say? Justin Herbert is a franchise quarterback. Like that Omari Hampton kid, he is stellar. I like him. I can't wait to see him next season. The Johnston kid, the receiver with the dreads, give him another year. Lad McConkey, he'll be like a Wes Welker. The Chargers are sneaky, and I believe they a live dog against the Patriots. I believe they could beat the Patriots in New England. Because Jim Harbaugh is going, this might be the best game of the wild card round in the AFC. Because you got Jim Harbaugh versus Mike Vrabel, man. That's going to be a chess match. But I believe that the Chargers were exactly who we thought they were. Now, who we touch bases on the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. The Las Vegas Raiders. Boy, listen. I believe the Las Vegas Raiders is the worst team in the league. And that's a lot when you look at the Jets. The Jets, the first team in NFL history to have no interceptions on the season. And I believe the Las Vegas Raiders are worse than the Jets, bruh. Now, I don't agree with the Pete Carroll fire because you didn't give him enough time, man. Like, how you expected him to win with that roster? Or maybe you must have seen that the players just quit on him. And y'all like, you know what? Tom Brady said, you know what? Enough is enough. We're not even going to let this continue on. But y'all didn't let him draft a quarterback. Remember, he drafted Russell Wilson. Nobody expected Russell Wilson to be Russell Wilson. Now, due to his draft position, he just brought Geno Smith over with him, and that was a bad. Yo, Pete Carroll, the reason why you lost your job is because you squeezed all the juice out of Geno Smith in Seattle, man. I don't know why you thought you was going to still get some lemonade out of that lemon. That was over, bruh. But I like they still, I believe Max Crosby is going to be on the trading block. Listen, let's not get this confused. When you get new coaches, especially when you fire the coach and GM, they tend to get rid of the draft picks from the last regime because they want to build a team their way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Max Crosby going to be on the trading block. I'm not sure you get rid of Brock Bowers. If you do, that's crazy because regardless of what, Brock Bowers is probably the best tight end in the league. Now, his numbers don't show that because look who he played for. Maybe next year, Ashton Jitty, he could become a 1,500-yard rusher. But that was the worst team in the league. I expected more from them. I'm going to be honest. So they underachieved. So let's go on to the next conference, man. Let's go to the NFC. The NFC East, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. If you ask me, the Philadelphia Eagles underachieved, man. Bottom line, the offensive line is atrocious. Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league and don't look like he's the top 20 this season. And who is we going to blame, man? Now we knew, listen, everybody wanted to jump down. Everybody, my pro here at P3 at Cam Newton about they take on Jalen Hurts, man. But dude, Jalen Hurts is just Jalen Hurts. He's just a game manager, man. There's no way in hell you got two number ones, Saquon Barkley, a great tight end in Dallas Goedert, and your offense is lethargic like that. That doesn't make absolutely no sense. So who to blame? Don't blame the offensive coordinator. I don't want to hear it, man. It is Jalen Hurts, man. So the Eagles underachieved to me. The Dallas Cowboys is exactly who I thought the Dallas Cowboys was going to be. I thought they was going to be a little better with George Pickens, and the offense looked stellar. But once they traded Micah Parsons, we already knew who we was going to get, Jerry. And Jerry be saying some outlandish stuff. It's Jerry, it's your fault, bruh. How you going to point the finger at other people when you the one that constructed the team? You are the GM and owner. No, bro, take responsibility, man. You built that team. Now, next season, you got some draft capital. You might franchise George Pickens. George Pickens, if I was you, I wouldn't play under the franchise tag. You deserve a contract, bro. But, Jerry, you have to shore up that defense, man. I like Quinion Williams. I like that. I like that move. That's a good run stopper. Quinn Mitchell. I ain't Quentin Mitchell. Quinn Williams. The kid y'all got from Cincinnati ain't panned out to be nothing. Was it Logan Wilson? Y'all got rid of Travion Diggs because he was just a bust. He's now playing for Green Bay. Let's see what he do against the Chicago Bears. But Dallas is exactly who I thought they was. The Washington Commanders is another failure. Epic failure. Jaden Daniels, even before the injury, did not look like his Jaden Daniels from his rookie season. And that's the question we had here at P3. Because in your sophomore year, the defensive coordinators now have film to study. And quite honestly, is it that they underachieved or did they overachieve last year? Because the defensive coordinators didn't have film on Jaden Daniels. I kind of question Dan Quinn as a coach, honestly, because I think in this days and time, I think the NFL is moving towards offensive-minded coaches. Defensive-minded coaches stay defensive coordinators. Look at Robert Saleh in San Francisco. He had a terrible tenure with the New York Jets. Went back with Kyle Shanahan, and he don't got Fred Warner or Nick Bosa, and that defense is playing above average. So, Dan Quinn, you under question. I don't know what the Washington Commanders need to do next season, man. But Jaden Daniels, you have to prove that you belong here, bruh. They were saying you were an elite quarterback in this league. So you got a lot of work to do, buddy. So they underachieved. The Giants was the Giants, man. The Giants, we knew what the Giants were going to be, but I got to say something right here. I got to say something. That you hearing this first here from the fresher at P3. If the Giants get the right coach in there, the Giants going to be in the playoffs next year. And they might win that division. I like Cam Scatterbo. I like Jackson Dart. Malik Neighbors come back healthy. I like Wan'Dale Robinson. You shore up that offensive line. You got deep. Yo, listen, they only a draft away. This draft right here is, yo, listen, it's all about who they put in that seat, man. Next year, the Giants going to be scary. Mark my words. But the Giants are who we expected them to be. And Jackson Dart, he remind me of like, Jackson Dart is a baller. He's like a Baker Mayfield / Josh Allen. Do you see the pass he made? Under pressure, he flicked the ball to the tight end. I said, yo, nah, he's a baller. He's a game changer. So they got their quarterback of the future. So let's go to the, what we want to go to the NFC South. Now we're going to go to the North because I'm highly disappointed. Now, everybody know the Detroit Lions was my NFC representative in the Super Bowl. But Dan Campbell, I don't know what it is. I'm starting to think it was Ben Johnson that was the whiz kid. Because you got too much firepower over there to not be in the playoffs, man. That's just the bottom line, man. And I think y'all window probably closed because y'all got a lot of y'all skill positions are under rookie contracts still. Now I'm not sure if Amon-Ra St. Brown got paid yet or not. But if not, this is his rookie. This is his contract year. You got Jahmyr Gibbs coming up. You got Sam Laporta coming up. You got J-Mo coming up. Y'all got a lot of things to figure out, bro. This was an epic failure for Detroit. I feel for my Detroit family. But the Detroit Lions completely underachieved. An epic failure in Detroit. The Green Bay Packers. Another one. Now, once y'all traded for Micah Parsons, everybody that was and whatever the hell the pundits on TV, they had y'all as their Super Bowl favorite, man. And even with Micah Parsons, y'all underachieved, man. Jordan Love, it's time for you to prove that you are elite, man. We're not going to keep letting you get away with this, man. You too inconsistent. Now, we understand Josh Jacobs got injured, but y'all are too inconsistent, man. Y'all losing games that y'all should win, man. Christian Watson can't stay healthy. Romeo Doubs disappeared from game to game. I still like y'all. I love y'all defense on the back end. But without no Micah Parsons, y'all not going to get no pass rush, man. And y'all in danger of losing against the Chicago Bears in the wild card round. I'm just going to be honest, man. So I believe the Green Bay Packers has underachieved so far this year. Justin, we speaking of regular season, man. The Minnesota Vikings, I didn't expect much from the Minnesota Vikings at all because I didn't know what to get from J.J. McCarthy. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I was the owner of the Minnesota Vikings, I would have Kevin O'Connell in my office right now writing a 2,000-word essay on why in the hell did you get rid of Sam Darnold? Like, yo, listen, if I'm the owner of the Minnesota Vikings, I need a valid explanation or off to the guillotine. Go walk the plank, Kevin O'Connell. Now, I love Kevin O'Connell as a coach. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's a great offensive mind. He's a great coach. But that one decision could get you fired. And I want to know, why did you make that decision? Did you see what Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch did with Trey Lance when they figured out that was the wrong pick? They got rid of him. That's all you had to do is get rid of him. That's it. Get rid of J.J. McCarthy. Keep Sam Darnold. He proved to you that he's a winning quarterback, man. Even though I still got questions on Sam Darnold because he can't win a playoff game. But, bruh, you got to stop, man. We need answers. Bottom line. But Jetta, I feel sorry for you. I just feel sorry for Jetta, man. And Jordan Addison, man. Now, J.J. McCarthy looked like he was coming on at the end of the season, but boy, oh boy, to sit there and watch Sam Darnold with the number 1 seed has to hurt, man. It has to. Okay, so moving right along to the Chicago Bears, man. Hats off to Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams because nobody's seen the Chicago Bears coming. I don't care what nobody say. And Ben Johnson is the reason why a lot of these coaches are getting fired. There's absolutely no excuses, man. Ben Johnson has showed you that he could take all you need is the right voice in the locker room. All you need is somebody that could coach up your quarterback, man. So, yo, listen, and I love them 2 tight ends, Loveland and Luther Burton, whatever it is. Yo, listen, man, Chicago's scary. And the only reason why I don't think Chicago gonna get fired is due to experience, man. That's it with Caleb Williams. I believe Caleb Williams gonna make some mistakes, whether it be against Green Bay or the next round, man. But other than that, nobody sees the Chicago Bears as a 2 seed before the season started, man. And Ben Johnson said, you know what? I got the same. I'm gonna take the same formula I took from Detroit, the 2-back system. I got DJ Moore. I got Rome Odunze. I got a tight end like Sam Laporta. There you go. So salute to the Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson, man. They overachieve. Overachieve. So that is the NFC North. Now, the NFC South, man. I don't know, man. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, man. I thought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they was on my Super Bowl bubble. I was trying to figure out, should I pick Tampa Bay to represent the NFC or should I pick the Detroit Lions? And they both failed me. Todd Bowles, your head would be rolling too. I might bring Bruce Arians back down, man. Todd Bowles, there's no way in hell y'all should be missing the playoffs. And if Raheem Morris got fired, y'all ass should be fired too. Y'all let the Carolina Panthers represent that division in the playoffs. And that's not to take nothing away from Carolina, because I respect what Dave Canales is doing over there. But I would take Baker Mayfield over Bryce Young in a heartbeat. Now, Michael Penix still got some. He got some things to prove. But I still like Michael Penix intangibles over Bryce Young. Bottom line. And Raheem Morris, the reason why you are unemployed, because you got too much talent over there to be not in the playoffs, man. Bijan Robinson is one of the best running backs in this league. Michael Penix has the intangibles. You got the highest paid backup, man. Kirk Cousins can win you some games in this league. Drake London proved that he's a number one receiver. I like Darnell Mooney. Your defense, I didn't know that the Falcons' defense was that good. So, y'all not making the playoffs and you being fired is justifiable. Bottom line. Now, congratulations to the Carolina Panthers. Y'all gonna be one and done. Y'all similar to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, granted, y'all did beat the Rams a few weeks ago. Well, y'all didn't beat the Rams. The Rams beat themselves. Matthew Stafford lost that game. But with that playoff experience, man, I don't think y'all got a chance in France. I don't care where y'all play. When Devontae Adams come back, if Devontae Adams play that game, y'all in trouble. And shout it out to DA, man. I knew Devontae Adams was going to resurge. I knew he was going to get back to that number. Devontae Adams is the number one receiver in this league. I don't care. He leads the league in touchdowns, like 14 for a receiver. Now, granted, you got Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua and JSN are fighting for the best receivers in this league. I'm sorry, Jamar Chase, and I'm sorry, Jetta. I might be being a prisoner of the moment, but no, my eyes do not lie to me, man. Puka Nacua, the catches he make are spectacular, man. Like, I don't know who to pick as the best receiver in the league between him and JSN, but boy, I don't know, 1A and 1B. Then I'll put Chase, and then I'll put Jetta. I'm sorry, man. Jetta, I know you got problems with your quarterbacks. You got a quarterback situation over there, but let's not take nothing away from what JSN and Puka Nacua is doing, man. But like I said, man, not to get off topic, Carolina Panthers, I like y'all. Y'all got y'all two backs, Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowd. I like that. I like Xavier Legette. And, that McMillan kid, he's a problem. I like him too. But y'all don't got a chance in France. So, against the Rams, so the Carolina Panthers overachieved. I didn't see this coming. I thought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons was going to fight this division out. I didn't see. I had Carolina. No, I had the Saints, which is my team, at the bottom of that division. So moving right along to the Saints and Kellen Moore. I mean, what do we really need to speak on them, man? Tyler Shuck showed that he could play. Is he the next Drew Brees? Hell no. So I don't know what direction. I think it's time to move on from Alvin Kamara. But the Saints is who I expected the Saints to be, man. They defense is old. They defense is entirely too old. Cam Jordan and all. They just old, bruh. So I had the Saints as the worst team entering in 2025, and they wasn't. They was the third worst, behind the Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders. So we did the NFC East, the NFC North, the NFC South. Last but not least, the NFC West, man. Now, I don't care what nobody say. Nobody seen the Seattle Seahawks coming, man. I damn sure didn't. Like, for the Seattle Seahawks to have the number 1 seed, I mean, we have to tip our caps to Mike McDonald. Nobody's seen this coming. And like Sam Darnold, like I hear everybody on TV praising Sam Darnold. What's the narrative now? We're not going to do that. The narrative is still the same. Until he wins a playoff game convincingly, Sam Darnold is still a pumpkin, man. Like, it's to have a good regular season, granted, consecutively, that is an achievement. But you still haven't won a big playoff game, or you still, Sam. I like that. Yo, listen, that dude running back, the stuff they got going on in the NFL right now, I love it. Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker, man, listen, stellar. We all know what JSN is, man. And I see why they moved on from DK Metcalf. But that defense, I can't name one person on that defense. That defense is stellar. So the Seattle Seahawks, congratulations to them, and they overachieve. But do I think they're going to represent the NFC in a Super Bowl? No. I still think the Rams is going to represent the NFC due to experience, man. So moving right along to the Rams. Now the Rams, yo, listen, when the Rams play their best football, they're the best team in the league. Bottom line. Now I ain't gonna lie, when Aaron Donald retired, I said, yo, you know what? They about to hit the reset button. They about to be bottom of the barrel for about 5 years. No, Sean McVay got them boys playing. They went and got DA. DA has brought life back into his career. Puka Nacua is the best receiver next to JSN. I mean, wow. And he's small. And the man talking about retiring early. Man, listen. And I like the Blake Corum kid behind Kyron Williams. Now, they do got some questions. They got some questions on the defense, especially the corners. But the Rams, they didn't overachieve or underachieve. This is what you expected from Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay, especially adding DA to that equation with Puka. So, you know, I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl. And that's just it with the Rams. Now, let's move right along to Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy, and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I believe the San Francisco 49ers overachieve. And I say that because I didn't think, how can I put it? I thought the San Francisco 49ers was taking a step back. They lost some pieces to that defense. Hufanga, they lost some pieces. And then Nick Bosa get hurt. Then Fred Warner get hurt. So for Kyle Shanahan to still have that team playing at a high level is impeccable, man. And Brock Purdy, y'all can say what y'all want. Brock Purdy is starting to show y'all he's an elite quarterback. He deserved that money. Now, Mac Jones came in and played magnificent when Brock Purdy was out. He won them some games, but that's all credit to Kyle Shanahan. So I believe the 49ers overachieved. Let's see, what else? So we're going to move along to the last team, man. We're going to talk about the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray got benched, hurt, whatever the case may be. The Arizona Cardinals are moving on from Kyler Murray. They fired Jonathan Gannon. And what else there is to say about them, man? I like Marvin Harrison Jr. They underachieve. I like Trey McBride. They got pieces, man. But they underachieve, man. So it's going to be a new regime in Arizona, a new quarterback. And that's just the 2025 wrap-up, man. Let's see. What else can we talk about, man? The MVP conversation. Drake May or Matthew Stafford or Josh Allen, whoever, it is Matthew Stafford hands down, man. Do we need to, like, let's be real. The Rams played Super Bowl contending teams, man. The Patriots ain't play nobody, man. And the only reason why Josh Allen ain't in the conversation is because he doesn't have that many. His touchdown to interception ratio is nowhere near Matthew Stafford. And he runs more, man. He has more rushing touchdowns. But let's end this Drake May, man. They didn't play nobody, man. The league MVP is Matthew Stafford. The offensive player of the year should be James Cook. And that's it, man. James Cook has won a rushing title. He deserves offensive player of the year. And we all know Myles Garrett should be defensive player of the year. He broke the sack record against the Cincinnati Bengals. And then you hear Jamar Chase and Zach Taylor complaining about it. We didn't know they was going to stop the game. Like, come on, man. It was an NFL record. What do you mean you didn't know they was going to stop the game? Like, come on, man. So, I'll be back. I don't know when I'll be back. Maybe with some more breaking news. Maybe when I log off of here and I turn on the TV, I see Todd Bowles fired. Who else? Who else head I want? There's a few other heads I want, man. Because, John Harbaugh. Because there's no reason you should be losing these games, man, or not in the playoffs with the roster that you got. That's presently constructed, man. Bottom line, man. So, the Fresh are going to wrap this up, man. I appreciate y'all. Is there anything else I want to tap into, man? Before, let's wrap this season up. I'm going to be back. We're going to talk about these playoff matchups. Nah, that's it, man. Anything else I want to talk about, I'll be back on the next episode, man. You already know, man, who your favorite urban sports podcaster, your favorite urban sports center sports podcast, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's boost these numbers up. And every episode is sponsored by the luxurious streetwear brand Numi Vested /Coins Apparel. Look, smell, feel like money, man. Until next time, man. I'm out of here.
My angels coming deep and they cover me.